Hello and welcome back. In this episode, we are going to be creating some logic to our articles page. So we are going to be bringing in the content from the article here, then splitting it off to a list and showing word by word and controlling the reading with this uh, play button and the reading speed with this slider. So let's get started. First off, I'm going to show what the content is. It's something like this, and it's named content. So we can access it in our homepage in the uh, where is it? Snapshot.data and the index, and then here we could say content. So that's where it is. And there is one problem with this that I have noticed in the API is that sometimes there is no content. So if there is not content, then we don't wanna uh, open this page at all. So let's check for that first. So let's do snapshot.data and index, and content is not equal to null. Then we will open the page, and if it is null, then we will show Snackbar. So the way we do that is with scaffold.off context and show Snackbar, and just initiate Snackbar with text, sorry, no content. And we can also give it background colors red, and duration seconds and 2 seconds. Great. Not sure if here is any. Nope, doesn't seem like there is any empty here, but that's okay. That's there for safety. Then what I want to do is add padding to here, so it's not in the border. The text isn't. So like 20 padding, and then add also padding to the container. So maybe 20 again. Let's have 12 actually. So now it's a bit nicer looking. Okay, then we can go to our article page. What we want to do first is convert it to stateful widget, because we want to use state and set state here. So to have some changes in the state of the widget, we will have to make it stateful. We will first create a constructor and have it take named parameter article, and then we need to create article. You can make it final, like so, and it cries because we don't have or it changed the stateful widget changed, and then we can pass article here. So I can just take these here or copy and remove the content like so. And now we should have article here, and we can use that. For example, here we can set the title, so widget.article.title. Then we can set the content here, so widget.article.content here. And now when we go to the page, we get the title or part of it and the content here. And of course, it's not the whole content because the API only gives like 250 characters for free, so that's not really working correctly, but whatever. And we can add some variables here. So list of string, let's have it words, let's have it private, and then we can have int index words. Let's have that 0, and then let's have int words per minute. Let's have that default to 100, and then let's have is God damn it, is reading equals to false. So if we are reading, this is true, and if not, then it's false. So let's first actually show how this would work. So we have the words. Actually, let's have an init state here first and initiate the words. So words equals widget.article.content.split, and then we split at every space. And what this does is that in here we can have words, and for example index 2, and it was called on null because we haven't called init state in that part yet. So now we get the third word because it starts from 0. So this is how, by changing this index to, for example, 10, we can change the words. So we can like 1 and 2 and so on. But in here we put the index of words, so we change the index and we move that word there with that. And in here, because we don't have a pause button yet, we have is reading, and we can just set this to pause. And then we have here dots, and this is play, and yeah, that should be it. Okay, now that's not doing anything because we don't have any function here. So let's create that. So void toggle toggle reading, for example. And in here we have a if statement to check if we are reading, and if we are not reading. So if we are reading, we set state, so is reading equals to false, so we stop reading, and then here we do the opposite, so is reading equals true. So now this should work if we put the function here. Yes, excellent. And what else? Well, we wanna start reading when this is pushed. So we have here a while loop, and in there we have words, index words, and that will check if that is as big as the words words dot length -1, because it starts from different place, and then we also check if we are reading. So so we don't try to read when there is no more words left. And what we do here is just set state, nope, and add to the index words. like this, plus plus. So now when I start, well, it does read them, but it reads them way too fast, so we go straight to the last word here, the jars. So we need something to make it slow down a bit for a second. So what we can do is create another function. Let's call it future sleep, and in there we just return future dot delayed, and it will have duration of milliseconds, and it will take 60,000 milliseconds, so a minute divided by our words per minute, and then we round it because duration only only takes ints here, so it would complain if it was double from the divination. And here we can do await sleep, and we have to make this function asynchronous. Perfect. Now when we start reading it again, we should wait the 100 or the 0.6 seconds or something like that after every word. What else we want to do is check when we have read all of the words. So words indexed equals words. Damn, why did I make them private? It's so hard. Length -1. And then we can just set state words index equals 0, and then is reading equals false. So now when we run out of words, we set the index back to 0, so back to start, and is reading back to false, so the bottom will become enabled again. And in here we wanna do something to the slider, so let's set state here, and we are going to be setting the state to words per minute, obviously, and that's value to int. And then what else we want? Value is words per minute to double. I know I should have made the words per minute double maybe, but then I would have to change it here, so I'm not sure. Maybe this is okay. So let's make 100 and 500 where it can go. Now it should work. So now we're reading really fast, and then now it's slower. And it starts again. Perfect. Okay, I think that's it for this video. The next video we probably do these arrows and do some facelifting for the dialogue. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.